Well, what we've got here is a little bit of Merwin Hulbert heaven. And this is all small and medium frame handguns. They're all double action, and they can shoot double or single. And this is these were all made between 1885 and maybe 1891. And then there's something else I read that said that these things are also, they were made after Mr. Merwin passed away in 1888. They were made till 1916, but I don't know if that's true or not. But anyway, let's kind of take a look. I've got the first one up there on the top. We've seen this one before. I've got it. It came with so it's like a 2 3/4 or 2.5 inch barrel, and it came with a 5.5 inch barrel as well. It looks like the 5.5 inch barrel's been shot, and I don't believe that the 2.5 inch barrel has been shot on this one. So you'll notice it's got the folding hammer here. You can put it in your pocket and with it folded, or you can have it in your holster. And it is in 38 Merwin Hulbert, or 38 Smith & Wesson, I think, short. So the next one underneath that, and of course that's got pearl grips on it too. The serial number is in 3 different places on that one. It's underneath the barrel, it's on the front of the cylinder, and it's also on the bottom here. So that one's, and it's on the extra barrel too. The same serial numbers on that extra barrel, the longer barrel. So that being said, we'll move to this one. This has got ivory grips, and they look, you know, it looks like it. And this one's a little bit unusual because it is engraved. So it's an engraved Merwin. It looks like it's got a picture of a, what was that? It's a fox, I think, there on the side panel, and it's kind of a pretty. It's not exquisite like the engraving on some of the, you know, like Colts and stuff, but it is kind of sweet because I've never seen too many of them that's got engraving on it. And that one is, come on, trying to get it where it'll focus here, and it's not focusing. Alright, so that is in, I believe that's in 38 Smith & Wesson as well, or 38 Merwin Hulbert. It should say there, it's just I'm not seeing it, and hopefully it's picking it up here on the lens. Alright, so that one's a folding hammer, engraved. It's got the serial number underneath the barrel, same serial number on the cylinder, and on the butt of the grip as well. So the engraved one, we'll turn this over, and it's engraved on this side as well. And it's just, I mean, like I said, it's just kind of, it's engraving probably done by Hopkins and Allen. They're the ones that actually geared up and made this gun for Merwin Hulbert. So I suspect somebody there at Hopkins and Allen engraved that. So folding hammer and all, 38 Smith & Wesson, or 38 Merwin Hulbert. And so let's go on down to the last one here on this side, and this one is also an engraved. It's got an engraved owl, and it is 38 Smith & Wesson. I believe it's, does it say so? Yeah, 38 cal. This has got a number on there. It's 564, but if you look next to it, it's got a stamp, and it's got some other stamps up here, and those are stamps that allow it to go into England or the UK, probably between, according to the stamps that I've seen, you can look them up maybe, It looked like from 1928, 25, 28 to 1950, 1958. They stamped them there. So anyway, that is the only one here that does not have a folding hammer. And so maybe somebody from the UK ordered that and then it was shipped in. I don't know, just a guess. And they probably didn't like the folding hammer part, so who knows. It's also the same kind of grip. This particular one does, oops, where are we at? Does not have a serial number here. Yeah, it does not. No serial number on the grip, but the serial number underneath the barrel, which is, you have to take it apart and look underneath the barrel and where the cylinder was, and then on the front of the cylinder, those two serial numbers are both there. So let's look at these. That one's got a Merwin Hulbert patent on the top. We can actually look at it. It's a good thing it's plastic, huh? On this side, and it's nicely engraved as well. Like I said, it's not, the engraving isn't quite as fancy as Colt's or even Winchester's. So let's look at this one. That is a Merwin Hulbert on the top too. There you go. And I know this one up here is, I was thinking one of them had Hopkins and Allen on the top. So this one here is another one. This is actually a 32. So this is a small frame. The others in 38 were medium frame. And I think that's what that says, is 32 cal, 7-shot. And this barrel's a bit longer, so it's at least 5.5. I think that's it. Let's put this beside it. This is 5.5, so that's maybe a 6-inch. Another 1/4 of an inch, maybe. Something like that. It's a little bit longer. And this particular one came from the J.M. Davis Gun Museum in Claremore, Oklahoma. So serial number is underneath the butt, and it is also in the same place the others were, underneath the barrel and on the front of the cylinder, and those two match. All three of them match, let's put it that way. So 7-shot cylinder on a 32 Smith & Wesson caliber. So that's the one that came from, and then if you look at the grip, what do you see? Hopkins and Allen grip. So that kind of gives you an idea. You know where it came from. You know who made it. So that's the one that came from J.M. Davis Gun Museum, I don't know, 3 years ago when they sold that. It doesn't have, still got the Merwin Hulbert on the top. There you go. So there's the top of it. So cute. And let's go on to the next one. And it is, it's another one. It's a folding hammer. By the way, this one is rather nice. It's still got some it's still got the it's 32 7-shot as well. It's got the case coloring there on the side of the hammer, and so it's kind of a cutie. And it doesn't have Merwin and Hulbert or anything else on those grips, so the top of the barrel still says, yep, Merwin Hulbert. There you go. 1883. So this one, as a matter of fact, is probably the tightest one of these here. And does it have? It does have the no serial number here, and on this one. So I think some did, some didn't. I think these are all third model Merwins. And here's the last one, and this one kind of is a little bit, it's a little bit shorter. The cylinder is a little bit shorter if you look. So it also is but it's a 5-shot 32 cal. Okay, so, and it doesn't have anything here. Serial number is underneath, and it's also matching underneath the barrel right there, and it's on the front of the cylinder as well. So the trigger looks a little bit different on this one for some reason. And, I mean, it functions good. I'm just not sure if they took some kind of a Hopkins and Allen part and did that, replaced the trigger with it. I don't know, and you'll not be able to get any Merwin Hulbert's any of those, they all say Merwin Hulbert on them, don't they? Yeah. I thought I had one that said a Hopkins and Allen, but at the time I'd bought a Hopkins and Allen as well, and it had a folding hammer as well, so that's where that's coming from. So anyway, here's our Merwin Hulbert group. And I think I'll put a link below for the original one, and we'll see if we can find anything else out about them. Alrighty, so what I've got here is a couple boxes of ammo. The first one, well, let's start on this one. It's 32 Smith & Wesson long. It's 88 grain, 32 Smith & Wesson long, and that's from Winchester. And then Remington's got something it came out with a while back. I probably had this a couple years at least. It's Performance Wheel Gun, and it's 32 Smith & Wesson short, and it's 88 grains. The other one's 98, and this is 88. So the difference, and they'll both load into that gun, and the 32. The difference is here, and so there's the difference right there in front. So these Merwin Hulberts, they're what, going on 140 years old. So I'm not going to shoot the long ones. I'm going to shoot the short. And I think that'll be just great. I think it'll be just fine and easy on that gun. I picked the one that's the tightest and best. It's actually 32 Smith & Wesson, and it's a 7-shot, so it's going to be kind of fun to shoot. So let's gear up and see what we can do here. Alright, so now we got our pistol, and I got, even though it's a 7-round, I'm just going to put 6 in it, and we'll try to get it set. So your loading gate, pull it down, and you just load them just like you would any single action. Load one, skip one, and windy out here. So that should have it. Close it. Alright, so we should be on an empty chamber. So we'll let it down. And then now it's ready to shoot. Alright, so it's windy. It's probably going to blow my hat off. Don't you worry, I'll get it back. So here we are. I'm going to single pull the folded camera back. Going to load it. Alright, so let's see if the double action work. Yeah, I like much better single. That's much better. Missed. Went on past. There you go. Should all be done. We'll pull it back half cock. And I'll see if we can show you how how we work this thing. It's hard to see here. Yeah, real hard. Okay. So to get rid of those empties, what we do is push on this lever at the bottom, turn it 90 degrees, pull it out, and there they go. That's how the Merwin does it. That thing's sweet. So now you got to see a Merwin. It's about 30 to 40 years old. You got to see how it shoots, and boy does it shoot. It's a fun one. So I hope you enjoyed it, and all I can say is, let's go, Brandon. You guys have a great day.